Hello guys, Zan here. Welcome to my new video. This is going to be a video about Druid macros, useful macros for Druid Resto in PvP. So let's begin, and let me take up the macros here. So there are different macros for different sides. Like there is CC macros, there is cooldown macros for healing burst, there is defense macros, and some other macros. So let's start. The first macro is what I'm going to talk about is the Nature Swift macro. You can have Nature Swift combined with Cyclone, Roots, Rebirth if you want that. So with that spell, Nature Swiftness, is very important to have a macro. So I have a macro called CC, which I cast Nature Swiftness and then I cast Cyclone. Because as a healer you don't want to have a lot of buttons to push, because a healer doesn't have time to push a lot of buttons. It takes time, and while that time you could be dead or anyways. So it's very important as a healer to have macros. I haven't really used macros before, but I'm starting to use them now more and more, because it is important and it makes a big difference and you have the advantage. So for CC I would highly recommend Nature Swiftness with Cyclone combine it in one macro. If you want, you can have Roots here. If you're doing bad round something and you want to rest people, put Rebirth there for instant. However, putting Roots with Nature Swiftness, this Entangled Roots, it's not that good, because you should save it for the Cyclone. Because if you have the talent Mass Entanglement, you will cast the Root auto anyway. And Nature Grasp, when they hit you, it will be auto Root. So there's no really point to have Nature Swiftness combined in with this Entangled Roots. However, it's up to you, but I would not recommend that. So as a CC, I would recommend Nature Swiftness with Cyclone. So let's go over to the Burst Healing CD cooldowns. Here we see that I have Incarnation, Tree of Life, I have Nature Vigil, and I have my Trinket here that gives me spell power. This macro is very good, because instead of pushing 3 buttons or 3 spells, whatever you want to call it, it saves you time once again, as I said before. And yeah, you don't have the time to push a lot of buttons as a healer. So it's very good to have this. You have almost every CD in one. And yeah, this is a very good healing CD if you want to heal someone fast, or both you and your friends are dying or something. So it's very useful, and I would highly recommend it. So let's move on to the defense CD. Here I have Ironbark, I have Barkskin, and I have Might of Ursoc. You activate all this. Oh, a bird there. You get Bear Form, and you got Ironbark and Barkskin. This is super def, and it will be very hard for the enemies to kill you while you have this active. However, sometimes you don't need to use every spell of this. Maybe you just want to use Barkskin or Ironbark or somebody else. Fine. So you should not only have this macro, have the spells out as well. You know, sometimes it happens that, oh, I need to throw Ironbark on my friendly target instead of just me. So have that, but also have this macro. It's very useful and it will help you a lot. Let's move on. If you are a Tauren, you have a big advantage when it comes to another macro. It's this macro. War Stomp and Healing Touch automatically. Because War Stomp will make the enemy be stunned, and while that, you have the time to cast Healing Touch, Cyclone, Red Roof, or whatever you want instant after, you know. So Tauren, they have a special ability and it's very good, and it always works. You know, some people have told me, damn, how the hell do you make to cast Healing Touch or Cyclone after just that stun, because it doesn't last long? Well, if you have this macro, no problem, it will do it for you. So it's a very good macro to have. I would highly recommend it if you are a Tauren. And it's not just for Resto Droids, or it's for every Tauren. It's very useful. And my last macro is an instant heal once again, Nature Swiftness and then Healing Touch. This macro is very good. It gives you big advantage. So this 5 macros is one of the importance and the basic and the most useful macros you can have. If you're not a Tauren, so skip this. Then you have 4 macros that could be very useful. And if you don't have the Talented Nature Swiftness, you should really get it, because it is really important, and it will save your life. I promise you, it will save your life. I've said it before. It's like a lay on hand if it comes to heals. It's instant Cyclone like Pharaohs have. So it's very good. So as a healer, I will highly recommend that you use macros. It will give you a big advantage, and you will be better as well. So that was all I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that you find it very helpful. I will post the macros in the description, so you can copy it if you want. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you on the next one. Cheers.